Greetings humans, and you guys are back to school now. I'm back to school. Probably most of you guys are back to school, and then happy New Year, because this is when everyone starts a new year. So you guys are either a new grade now. If you're 11th grader last year or 12th grader this year, you're a new grader. So yay, congrats to you. So what do you guys think of my shirt? Isn't it awesome? What we got? Woo, itchy and scratchy. Let's start this video, shall we? This video is going to be titled Draw My Story. I decided to combine two different things. I decided to combine Draw My Life and saying a story, and I combine them together. That's exactly what I did with this video. So I'm going to tell you guys two stories. The first one being a semi-normal one, and the last one being a pretty bad one. They're both embarrassing stories that I remembered. I came up with them on the spot, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. So let's start this one. It's going to be some drawings in the middle. There's going to be drawings in this video, and some of them might not be the best because I am not the best drawer. I just suck at drawing completely. So yeah, they're gonna be bad. Just I don't know how to draw people, okay? First video is called Frieza Gone Wild. It was Halloween 2005 and my school was holding a costume parade. I was in the 6th grade at that time, and I had just moved into a new town. And I had just moved to where I live right now. It was a new experience. I came when I was in 6th grade, just like the story says. So I did not know anyone, or I didn't know how to make friends, or I didn't know any of the trends or what was going on. So I had no idea what was going on right there. I remembered I always wore shirts with SpongeBob on it, and shirts with sayings on it that had like crappy puns or some weird thing. In 6th grade, I had a Teen Titans rolling backpack. It was one of those rolly ones that you roll, and I hung out with the nerds. So where I came from before this, I did not really know that you actually get made fun of for having like a rolling backpack or for hanging out with the nerds and stuff. Like I didn't know it was like a thing to be made fun of and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, this is normal. I meet friends or something. But I didn't know that, so I was just hanging out with them thinking I was cool, but then apparently everyone thought I wasn't cool, practically. Well, anyways, I saw up at the Halloween parade, and I went home to tell my uncle or my family, and I asked them, can we buy a costume for the Halloween parade? And my uncle said, sure. So my other uncle works at a Halloween store for Halloween, and so I go into the store, and I look through all the aisles, and then there it was. A Frieza costume. If you guys aren't familiar with who Frieza is from Dragon Ball Z, she's the bad guy from the second saga or whatever it's called, the Frieza saga. And this is her. I have no idea what he is or she, or I don't know what gender this is, but this is it. This is a costume, and it was like that. I don't know if you can see it, but whatever picture I pick. It was a mask, because you can't really see with the picture that I put. But it was like a mask, and it had like a full body suit except for the shoes. You had to push regular shoes on, and the hands were there. And so yeah, that was pretty much it. It was like a suit. Days passed until at last the costume parade day came, and my uncle came with me after school to see me in the parade. And I got into my Frieza costume, and I stood with my uncle next to the cafeteria. I still remember this. So I was just standing there, and then everyone was like staring at me. And they were looking, I don't know if they were making fun of me or they were laughing at me, but I saw that people were like staring at me a lot. And it's probably because back in the days, or every time there was a Halloween, people would always wear the same exact costume all the time, which was either a skeleton one or like some skeleton ghost thingy. Scream was #1. That was what everyone wore. The bloody Scream, and just stuff relating to that. No one really wore anything else. So when I wore something different, I was like, what the fuck is he wearing? So it's pretty much what happened. So time has passed, and I'm just standing there happy for it to begin. And then when I get there, it's basically all I have to do is just walk around the 4 bases of the baseball court. That was practically, you just go from one base to the next base to the next base to the next base, and just keep doing that for like 10 times or something, and then the parents just take pictures of you, and that's pretty much it. So then a few days passed after that, and then everyone started like reminding me. They never like made fun of me, I think. I don't remember. Maybe not to my face. But they never made fun of me. But they just told me about they just told me like, oh, you're wearing your Frieza suit again or something. Like just stupid stuff like that. But it's mostly my neighbors. I have neighbors since I live in an apartment complex. So it was always my neighbors who would always say that sort of things. Or they always bring it up. And then as they started bringing it up more and more, it just became more embarrassing. And now to this day, I'm still pretty much embarrassed about it. Not too much, but it's still like, if I would have chosen another costume, I would have chosen another one. But yeah, that is the story. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I decided to combine two things at once and put a drawing and a story so that I could tell the story better. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. But there's actually a second story, remember? But this one I couldn't really, had no idea how to draw it without it being weird or anything. Because I remember last week I said something about poop. Well, this is a poop story. So let's start the story. This one's going to be fast because I'm not going to use any drawings. I'm just going to talk and talk. And hopefully my camera doesn't die. This happened before I lived here, in this house that I'm in now. And I had a pretty big backyard. And every time, and I remember when I was little, every time I needed to go to the restroom, like poop or something, I would jump on my bed or something. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sorry for the terrible lighting. I have no lights. I will buy some in the future. But yes, there's a picture of me from SeaWorld right there. Somewhere there. That little thing right there. Anyways, so when I was little, I would jump up and down on my bed like this. I couldn't explain it, so I'd rather just show you. So I would jump like this, and I would just do that when I need to go. When I needed to go to the restroom, I would I would just jump because I hate the feeling. So I would just jump and it'd go away. So this is where the story gets good. So I do that whenever I needed to go. When I was alone, like by myself, I would do that, and I would do that all the time. So I was with my friends one day over there, and so then I felt that feeling, and then I was on the floor, so I didn't actually jump like that on the floor, but I laid to my side, and then he started. I don't know if that makes sense. And I think I might have to show you again. So I lay like this, and then I jump up and down like that, or just like yeah, you know what I mean. I lay like that, and my camera might die, so they might see me using my vlogging camera to finish the story. So I felt like that when I was with my friends. We were hanging out in the back, we were playing, and then all of a sudden I started feeling like that, and then I told them, then I made up an excuse like, hey, let's sit down because I'm tired, and then I sat down, and I started jumping casually, like I wasn't like obviously, but I was just jumping, like I showed you guys at the bed. I was jumping like that. I don't know. I was jumping the second time that I showed. I was jumping like that, like while we were talking and stuff. And then later on I started doing it more because it started getting worse. And then I started jumping and jumping more, and then my friends were like, are you okay or something? Because they started noticing me doing it a lot. And then eventually it started getting worse and worse, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And then eventually it happened. I went on the restroom in myself. Okay, so my camera died, and I decided to finish my story on my vlogging camera, which is my new vlogging camera that I'm using now instead of this thing right here. Yes, this is what I used to film. It's a better thing, you guys to see it. But yes, so practically where I left off. Okay, so practically the feeling started getting worse, and then after it got well, I stopped moving. After the feeling got worse, what am I doing? I could just put it right here. I'm stupid. And then eventually it happened. I went to the restroom on myself, and I still remember this day. I will never forget this day, but after that I stood up and I don't know, I forgot if I cried or something, but I was like 8 years old, by the way. I never mentioned it, but I was like 8 years old or like 9, or I don't know how old I was. It was more than 7. But I was then I stood up, and then I walked, and then I went inside, and my friends said, what happened? And then they saw me walking funny, and then they, I guess they obviously knew that I went on myself. And then they started laughing at me, and I remember them laughing. I still remember to this day that they were just cracking up on the floor while I was like walking all weird to my mom. And then one of my mom like, mom, she's like, what happened? And then my mom was like, I went to the restroom. No, I told my mom I went to the restroom on myself. I was like, how did you do that? There's the toilet right here. And then I was like, I don't know, I needed to go. And then eventually it happened. It's like, okay. And then I remember, I don't know if this is a dream or something, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get into details. I wasn't gonna get into details, but I'd rather just keep that inside my mind. Because after this, yeah, she just cleaned me up and helped me out. But I was the next, yeah. So after that, she just cleaned me up, and then she had that disappointed face in her. She had that disappointed look in her face, and then after that, I went back outside and they laughed at me more, and then they probably just like the freezing thing, they always brought it up. But now I don't talk to those people, so I don't talk to those friends that I had over there. So I don't know if they still remember. They probably do remember, but yeah, that's pretty much my story. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Draw My Story. It was unique. I was just gonna say the story like I did right now, but instead I said, why not combine two things at once? And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And sorry about the camera problem, the having to switch. I always forget to charge my camera the day before. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys for everything. Before I go, I am back in school, like I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, so I don't think these videos will not be uploaded on Friday anymore. They will be uploaded whenever I can. But they will be uploaded every week. I'm going to promise you that. I'll not promise. I'm going to make sure it is uploaded every week. So, yeah. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Fair winds. First of all, bro, your headphones didn't even plug into the computer. And second of all, look at a picture of a cat. See the cat right here? It looks so beautiful. I just want to hug it. See, I'm sensitive, girls.